I made a list of 21 hidden features and just cool things that a lot of Tesla owners don't know that their Tesla can do. And I'm gonna go through that list right now in this video and show you guys how to do them in no particular order. Starting with how to declutter your Tesla apps. So Teslas come with a ton of apps. A lot of these you will never actually use. So how to get rid of them: if you go to your menu and go down to audio settings, you'll see this list of every app that is enabled. So the ones that you don't use, you can just uncheck and go through the list. So I'll do mine here. So I just unchecked the ones I don't use. If I open my apps again, you can see it's a lot less cluttered. Number 2, you can pin drop navigation. So if you don't know the address of where you want to go, as long as you could find it on the map here, you can go there. So let's say I want to go in the middle of this mountain road right here, this specific area. If I hold it with my finger, Tesla will drop a pin there, unknown location, but that's okay. If I hit navigate, it'll take me to that exact spot. Number 3, the scroll wheel shortcut. If I hold in my left scroll wheel, my glove box opens, but you can customize your left scroll wheel to do whatever you want. See, this menu pops up here. If I hold the button in, I'll pull it back up and I can go to the menu and use that left scroll wheel to go up and down and select whatever I want to have the scroll wheel do. So if I want it to save dash cam, I can do that. And you see a bunch of different things that you can set this to do. But for me, I like open glove box. Next, you can actually run your own battery health test in your Tesla. No need for the service center. If you go to the menu and go to service, you can scroll down to battery health. And if you tap that, it'll give you what exactly the battery health test is. If your battery is healthy already, it'll tell you there. But you can do battery health test. And if you follow these instructions, you can test it anyway. I think it's an overnight process, so make sure you follow these steps and your car is plugged in. I think it'll drain your battery and then charge it to maybe full or something like that, and then give you your battery health pretty accurately. You can also quickly just check your battery health in the service tab on your Tesla app as well. Next, if you have a home or a work location set in your Tesla, instead of having to touch navigate and touch home or work, one simple less step you can do is just tap navigate and swipe down. I don't actually work at the Fremont factory, but if I did, and that's my work address, I can just do that and swipe down and it'll take me there. Now, if you're driving, it may be hard to precisely tap these buttons up and down for the temperature or the volume, but you don't have to do that. If you put your finger in the vicinity, you can just swipe right or swipe left to go higher or lower with the volume or the climate, just like that. Next, Teslas do have a parking brake. The quickest way to engage the parking brake is if you hold your foot on the brake and then use your finger and hold the icon here to park. You will see that park logo come on, and I heard a little bit of the brake lock as well, and that's how you turn on your parking brake in your Tesla. Next, you can actually schedule your charging for a specific time. So if your electricity rate is cheaper overnight, like between midnight and 6 a.m., and you only want to charge between those hours, here's how you do that. Pull up the Tesla menu, go down to schedule, and you can hit charge here. And here is where you can select start and you're charging it. So I'll do midnight to 6 a.m. Then I can set Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, repeat weekly, create. And now you can see I scheduled my charge to only charge between those hours, no matter when my car is plugged in. You can also do the same exact thing from your Tesla app from the schedule charging tab. Same idea, same kind of menu. Now we have some custom things you can do coming up here next. The first one being a custom light show. So if you go to your toy box and go to the light show tab, you can hit schedule show. There's an option if you go down to custom USB light show. And you can go on this website on your computer, take the USB in your Tesla, download any of these light shows on your USB, put the USB back in your Tesla, and if you go to custom light show in your Tesla, with that USB light show you downloaded plugged into your car, you can run that custom light show. Now in the same toy box menu, you can actually customize your lock sound. So if you go to boombox, lock sound, you'll see the same thing, USB at the bottom. If you go to any website, download any sound and name it lockchime.wav, and again, put that USB back in your Tesla. If you select USB for your lock sound, whenever your car locks, it will make the sound that you downloaded on your USB. And it's kind of loud, so just make sure it's appropriate. Now you may know that you can pull up the Tesla Theater and you can watch Netflix, YouTube, and all of these other apps right here from your Tesla. But if you want more than just this, there is a way to do that. If you go to your apps and open up your browser, you can bookmark this website called abettertheater.com. I'll show you guys here, and it has a bunch of other apps that you can actually watch things from. So for me, for example, if I want to watch live sports on ESPN from my Tesla, I can go here, click on ESPN, close this ad here, and I can just watch live sports on ESPN, which is pretty cool. Now this next one, I know a lot of owners already know or should know, but if you don't, I always want to throw this one in because it's a safety feature that can save your life one day. The button to open the doors works just fine, but if for some reason it doesn't, like if you're in a severe accident and your electronics all go out, there is a manual door release. This little notch right above the window controls, you can put your fingers under here and pull it up, and that will manually open your door in case the button does not work for any reason. And I don't want to get any comments that's like, oh, we already know this, because some people don't. There are still articles and news things written today about people getting trapped inside their Teslas because they don't know about this release right here. Now we all know Teslas have a ton of cameras. One way you can view all of them from all different angles at the same time, if you go to your menu and go to service, you can go down to this button that is called camera preview. So there I am right there. What up, y'all? But if you go to main, wide, left door, left fender, you have all these options to view all of your cameras. So if, for example, your autopilot or FSD is not working the best, maybe there's a smudge on one of your cameras, and if you want to check it out and see where it's at, you can do this here. Now you may already know that when you turn your turn signal on, the camera can come up on your left or right fender, so you can change lanes pretty easily. And if you don't have that on very quickly, go to your menu, go to display, and you want to check automatic blind spot camera. But what you may not know is that this camera, when you hit your turn signal, you can actually move it in 3 different spots. If you hold it, you can drag it here, or you can drag it here, or head it, or I have it at, I think most conveniently, here. But you have some options of where you want this camera to be. Next, I want to talk about a really cool setting called Auto Shift. To enable it, go to your menu, go to Dynamics, and go down here to Auto Shift Beta and turn it on. And just like it sounds, it automatically shifts into drive or reverse based on whatever the car thinks you want to do. And it's pretty accurate. I think it uses its cameras and maybe some other things too. But to go from reverse to drive or vice versa, just tap on the brake, and if you turn the wheel a certain amount, it'll go from reverse to drive when you're backing out of a driveway or a parking spot. And then, like for example, right now I'm pulled into here. So if I just tap the brake, I have auto shift enabled. My seatbelt's not on though, but it would go in reverse. Let me show you. All right, I'm here, no hands. I'm in reverse because I pulled in here and it knows I gotta go backwards. And that's pretty cool. When you open your trunk, it opens pretty wide, but if you have a shorter garage or like you're in a small parking garage, you don't want your trunk to open so high that it hits the ceiling. So what you can actually do to customize your trunk height opening, drag your trunk of how high you want it to open, then hold this button until you hear this sound. And from now on, whenever you open your trunk, it'll only open to this height that you set it at. Now this one is useless, but kind of fun. If you plug in your Tesla at home or a supercharger and you spam that button, after 10 times, the Tesla light will start flashing rainbow colors. Now I got a few cool ones on the phone here. If you have an iPhone or an Android, I believe, on iPhone you can hold the screen, go to Edit, Add Widget, and there's a Tesla widget you can add to your home screen. If you go down to Tesla, you can choose between a small one, a medium one, or some other ones here. I like this one. I'll hit Add Widget and you can see what it looks like here. My car, the dog hair collector, has the battery, the lock status, and all my shortcut buttons right here on my phone's home screen, which is pretty cool to control my phone without even having to open the Tesla app. But if I go in the Tesla app, you can see I have 5 shortcut icons here. The default is 4, but there is a way to add a 5th one, and it's kinda tricky. If you hold one of these shortcuts, you'll have the whole menu pop up. I'll pull this one back down here so I have 4. And what you can do, you want to grab whatever one you want to have up your shortcut bar and go all the way to the left of your screen, or the right, I'm sorry. Let me try it again. And it's pretty hard. For me, what I have to do, it sounds silly, but I take my phone case off of my phone, use my left thumb, grab whatever I want, and pull it up to the left side. And after a few tries, I promise, be patient, you will get it just like that. Perfect. See that little bar there? I'll let go. And now I have 5 shortcut icons on my shortcut menu. And lastly, this one's pretty cool. I have a haircut appointment in about 45 minutes. Let's say I'm in my house and I don't know how to get there, but I'm on my phone. I can look it up here. Let me go to menu and type in my barbershop. There it is. I'll hit there and I can hit the share icon here. And what I can do is share to the Tesla app, and that actually shares directly to my Tesla. So if I hit this Tesla button, you can see my Model 3 here in a few seconds. I'm navigated to my haircut appointment without even having to touch the screen. So now when I get in my car, I'll already be navigated and ready to go. And that is not a joke. I do have a haircut appointment, but that is my list of all the hidden features or cool things that Tesla owners may not know about their car. If you learned something or think I missed something, leave a comment down below. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.